All right, welcome back to the channel. So we did a test earlier, TSR2 versus TSR3 fairway woods. Today we're going to review TSR2 driver versus TSR3 driver. I've had it in the bag for a while. Ian, you've played it for a little while now.
Couple of rounds.
Enjoying it so far?
Yeah, really enjoying it so far. A couple of changes. I think for both of us, we've went in opposite directions. You've went lower loft into a longer, lighter shaft and found more distance.
Yep.
I kind of went away from that direction because I was struggling a bit with the driver for a little while, and I've ended up going a bit shorter again, back to 45 inches, Kylie White 60 TX, fit by JJ down at Oceanside. You know, I kind of said to myself, no, give that a try. You know, don't be tempted to go, you know, and chasing, you know, distance on here. And I'm pretty happy with that kind of decision right now. I feel like my swing's coming back around a little bit and making some better moves at it. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a better place actually to test TSR2 and 3 than I was even in Oceanside.
Right.
You know, a lot of people asking in that video, oh, why are you not carrying it as far as you do when you're back home? I was swinging badly that day. I'll be honest, I was not swinging well at all. It wasn't comfortable with my golf swing at all that day. So hopefully today's a better test.
Definitely, let's do it. All right, we're gonna start with TSR3.
I've got 2
smashing.
already built up. Sorry.
Strike.
Coming. It's just a big friendly giant TSR2.
It's
so friendly.
It's a nicer footprint this year. They've really
big improvement.
Shrunk that elongated back, and when I hit it earlier, I was super impressed.
Lots of work into that kind of, what they call that toe fall, the way that, you know, talk about it, the way that, you know, leading edge blends down into the body, and they've just done it. I think they've perfected the number 2 model within the Titleist line.
Totally.
I don't know how that gets any better from a shaping standpoint than this, unless they find aerodynamic benefits where, you know, obviously talked a little bit about that, about this kind of, you know, area at the back where they can, you know, get a little bit reduced drag, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
High in the head. You can probably leave that one in. It's like kept enough
say
ball
that
speed.
high in the head miss not going to kill you.
Yeah. Bit thin, Mikey, but not bad.
Good miss.
Yeah. I mean, I'm throwing in a few iffy ones here. A few decent ones, few iffy ones. Face angle's pretty good, but yeah, no doubt about it. I'm not flushing everyone out the middle, which is a good sign in the driver's performance, but a little bit of a worry for me that I'm kind of struggling to find the middle of the club face, right? I always think the right driver for someone is one that they find the middle of the club face with quite easily. I'm not there.
Will Healy?
Maybe. It's all right.
No, just low.
It's a bit thin.
Great swing. Little smoothie swing.
Yeah, I need to find the middle again. I was just creeping up too much in speed.
How does the middle of the club face feel?
Rare.
That's still a nice flight, even with that little, you know, face open, maybe a little push in a way.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt you. Spin stays down.
Yep.
Decent strike.
Yeah, it was okay. Just lost my balance on it more than anything, but
And
it was well struck.
Came back a bit.
Yeah, 1-1 with a high toe, low spinner. 1 with each.
Good swing. Tell you, not as much movement with 3 than there is with 2.
The weight in the toe is a game changer, isn't it?
Yeah, dial in
For someone like me. You know, every time we do a test on the channel and I get the opportunity to shift weight around, it always benefits me.
Yeah.
It really does. Bit thin.
In the win, good miss. Tell you it's straight. Very, very straight.
Okay, nice to see them head to head. A much more, to be honest, a much fairer test for me that, you know, I felt like I was swinging half decent there and delivering it kind of the way I like to. 2 in, 2 out, 4 up. That's my driver numbers.
Yeah.
I always like to see in around there. So pleased to see it was roughly around that. Delivered loft was a touch on the high side, but you know I normally play 8. You know that is a little on the high side for me. Strikes were a bit on the low side, so I think maybe TSR2 had a little bit of a disadvantage in that I struck it a fraction lower. But input was exactly the same and very efficient with both. So pretty pleased with that. 161 versus 160, higher launch, lower spin.
It's a ticket there.
Yeah, speed, higher launch, lower spin. But you wouldn't be upset with any of them.
No, but for a player like yourself where you can adjust that, you know, the rail in the back and put the weight where you're
right there, isn't it?
Strike it and it's perfect.
Exactly. And guys, that's the biggest thing for me when it comes to a player like myself where I have a strike that moves around the head a little bit that way. I tend to benefit quite a lot from the weight track on these types of drivers. The old Sim, you know, was my favourite ever, you know, moving that weight all the way to the toe. I felt like I could trust that all day. I've kind of got that feeling right now with TSR3. Pleased to give TSR2 a test though, because I do think it's in the conversation this year. Should not be overlooked by any level of golfer.
No, it's really, and you said it when we tested it. It's a more compact, nicer shape, higher launching, and it does go a little bit left, which is nice. So it'll be a popular one for the fitters.
I think so. I think so indeed. Yeah, I would actually love to try an 8 degree, you know, and see how that, you know, flew. You know, get the strike a little higher up the head. I felt like I wasn't doing it quite the justice I would have liked to, but it was as good as most tests I would do. That's for sure. And looking at the accuracy, there's nothing in it. It was just the TSR3 was more consistent at a depth and at a distance closer to that 300-ish, give or take. So yeah, if I'm flying anywhere near 280, 285, I'm over the moon. Rolling it out to kind of 300, you know, and plus on a firm fairway, be over the moon.
Totally.
So guys, I think it comes down to a case of, you know, not even so much pick your poison, just get fitted. Go get fitted and see which one's right for you. Obviously, there's enough adjustability in both of them. You can dial in the TSR2 from a swing weight perspective, but like we said with the fairway woods, Mikey, it's obviously not got the same adjustability as we rotate it around the head, but you can change that weight around the back.
For sure.
That can make a difference if you want to change length, if you want to go shorter, longer, whatever that might be. And then obviously TSR3, being able to rotate that over the 5 settings, it's a really nice option. Done a good job, haven't they, with the shaping of that?
I love the look of it.
Yeah,
it's really, really
definitely. And we've got the TSR4. Obviously, that was one we tested, you know, a little bit down in California at Carlsbad, and the ability. I mean, this one would give us the additional fitting option, whether it be just the weight at the back versus the weight at the front, flipping those around. So I think we're due a test to go over this one again. Keen to throw that one. Now I'm very comfortable with the shape and feel, and actually that shaft as well starting to feel really good in that Kylie White. It would be worth throwing that back in the mix and doing a little head-to-head. Maybe a TSR4 versus TSI4. You know, there's some people who did go with 4.
I like it.
Go with that. So, yeah, guys, we're running through the TSR line, and obviously we're impressed. Any of the tests that we've done across all the heads out in the marketplace right now, it's kind of nudging out in front, isn't it?
Yeah, it's taking the W all the time.
It is. Okay, let us know your thoughts, guys. If you've been to a demo day, I'd love to hear how it's compared to your game, or maybe your game are held up against it. You know, maybe you know, it's something you're thinking of, and you just need a little bit more kind of convincing that it's as good as what we're saying it is. I would just suggest get out and try it for yourself. If you've got a launch monitor, if you've got an expert who's got some shafts there that can kind of guide you in the right direction, you're going to unlock the max potential in any one of these drivers. But specifically, as we are talking TSR, there's a lot to unlock with it.
Totally.
Good stuff. Okay, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.